So the race has begun. Entering into the Gangplank Galleon, where we will quickly be exiting. This world might be faster than the slowest individual level in the game. Takes about 2.5 minutes to beat, thanks to all these wrong warps and developer intended warps. You'll see a lot of these wrong warps in this match and in this tournament as well. You can glitch the game out to give you an invisible object, often with beetles, but sometimes with the clobbers. I think they're called clobbers. Yeah, sounds right. And then you can trick the game into glitching out, which causes you to beat the level without having to play through it. So you'll see that fairly often. First attempt there was Lockjaw. Looks like Konditioner got Lockjaw, and eLmaGus didn't attempt it. So it's a pretty precise trick that can save 2 seconds or so. I think both runners will be going for this wrong warp here. No, Konditioner opts out. They both opt out. Okay, my bad. I'm pretty sure they both can do it. Well, maybe, I think I remember Konditioner didn't do it in his other matches, so I don't know. Not sure. Crow is mostly going to be RNG, so these runners are virtually tied at this point. And Crow could disrupt that. Oh no! Losing a Kong there is not RNG. That was a mistake on Konditioner's part. And that's actually a big time loss, because you need 2 Kongs in the next stage. And so, whereas eLmaGus can finish the stage immediately, Konditioner has to go find a DK barrel and then run back to get it. That's in addition to the time loss of having to get a Diddy Wrap and having to watch the Kong, the taking damage animation. So there's eLmaGus doing the clash with the clobber and a treasure chest. He gets the wrong warp just fine. Konditioner has to do a different setup because he had to go grab a Kong. But he looks like he's also going to get it. eLmaGus now doing the big boy. A pretty precise jump there to get enough height, which you can do by throwing your partner at an enemy and then jumping just as the partner returns to you. You can get a lot of air. And if you get enough height there, it's actually deceptively hard, because even though you can throw your partner to where that barrel is supposed to be, the barrel won't spawn unless you yourself are high enough in the air. So you have to get much higher than you'd initially think. The rest of these stages are fairly straightforward, right up until Cleaver. The Lava Lagoon is the only forced fanfare outside of the bosses, so you want to play as Dixie there because your fanfare is shorter. You've also seen a lot of goal swapping, which is if you swap Kongs right on top of a goal, you can actually beat the level without watching the Kong swapping animation. And that's not necessarily faster from an individual level perspective, but because you want to swap Kongs for like the next stage, for example, then you get to skip out on watching the Kong swapping animation. And that's pretty much all of the time saved there. Okay, eLmaGus now into Cleaver. There's a little bit of RNG here, but I don't think anybody really cares about it. Goes for the sword jump. Pretty good. And then after the third hit, eLmaGus can attempt the lava fly. Looks like he's going for it. This trick here saves 4 seconds because you can reach the other side faster where the cannonball is. You also want to make Cleaver swing as fast as possible so that the hooks will spawn. The hooks will only spawn after Cleaver does one swing of his sword. Konditioner also gets Lava Fly, so no advantage gained or lost from either runner. Flying Diddy from eLmaGus, the first swag of the run. Nothing from Konditioner, so he's going to have to make up for the swag later on. Maybe with the G? Who knows? Who knows? Anything is possible. Maybe he'll beat a bonus stage. Yeah, so general movement in this game is mostly about rolling as much as possible, and if possible, also rolling into enemies. You don't see that a lot in the first few stages because you're mostly just warping through the levels. So starting from World 3, they're going to be rolling a lot, and preferably rolling into enemies. You also mostly want to be playing as Diddy, because Diddy is faster. There are certain sections where Dixie is faster, though. Apart from the Rambi movement in this level, eLmaGus is setting up the damage boost by throwing Dixie into that barrel. It stores some sort of a state, which allows Dixie to get extra height from that damage that Diddy took. And then you can just fly across that swamp. Skipping the barrel auto-scroller. Konditioner was a little bit low there, but as long as you get that, there's a certain banana that if you grab it, you know you've made it. And he did grab it, so he was fine. Both players in Glimmers. This is still a very, very close race. No big hiccups in World 1 or 2, which is... We've seen hiccups in World 1 and 2. A lot of people have died on Cleaver. Some people have missed wrong warps in World 1, losing up to 20 seconds even, depending on which one and how you lose it. Some random unfortunate deaths have happened, but not this run. Konditioner playing the level as Diddy, which is generally not preferred, but I don't think there really is a difference. I think it's mostly preference. At the highest level of play, you actually do want to play as Dixie just because you can do a Kong swap at the end of the stage. Not the one eLmaGus just did, but you can do a goal swap so you don't have to watch the Kong swapping animation. But that's very difficult one to do, so not everybody does it. Into Crockhead Clamber, which is one of the most difficult stages. eLmaGus takes damage there in a very weird way. I don't know, I guess he jumped just a little bit before hitting the flitter, which caused him to leave his rolling state. So that's an unfortunate mistake, having to play as Dixie for a little bit there. Gives some time for Konditioner to catch up. Yeah, Dustpan's got the graphic. Very important. It's actually quite technical as to why you want to be playing as Dixie in Glimmer's Galleon. Yeah, so all of these rolls off the crockheads, mostly you just want to be rolling as much as possible, even if you're falling off a cliff. Konditioner takes the end slightly safer, but maybe loses the, what was it, 0.3 seconds? 0.3 or 0.7 seconds. Every trick in this game saves either those two, 0.3 or 0.7. And that's because this game operates at 3 frames per second. So you're either going to save 0.3, 0.7, or a full second for every trick. Rattle Battle is a fun stage. I don't know if it's the, oh, eLmaGus takes a hit there and hits the DK coin. That's, I don't know. I don't know what that is. It seemed intentional given how smoothly he did it, but maybe that's just how he does it back up. But at that point, Konditioner has caught up entirely. And based on the in-stream timers, is actually maybe ahead by a second or so. So doing a Kong swap immediately when you get underwater sets up a weird state where you get this crazy damage boost, which is not only fast, but it also skips the trigger to start having the water raise, which frees up a bonus barrel that you can do wrong warps in. I didn't actually see what happened there on eLmaGus' side. Did he lose a Kong and then go back for it? No. Strange. Something went wrong, though, causing him to lose not a lot of time. Both players do nail the wrong warp, which is important. If you miss that one, usually what happens is you end up hitting the halfway point barrel, and as a result, you have to play through the level normally. So it's very important to get that one first try. eLmaGus also takes damage on in this barrel section. Konditioner's coming up to the vine clip, though. I recall he does the slower, safer vine clip strat where he goes behind the croc, or the whatever that guy's called. Doesn't quite get enough height, I don't think. Goes for the fastest alternate strat, where you clip through, I guess, a different vine. We'll call that the mini vine clip for now. Nope, eLmaGus does not get vine clip either, and goes for a different backup. So again, vine clip results in not really any difference in terms of advantages, disadvantages to either runner. Konditioner's doing the quick hits here against Cudgel. Each quick hit, the overall fight saves 2 seconds if you're doing quick hits, which means each quick hit probably saves about a third of a second. Again, it's 0.3 seconds. This game runs at about 3 FPS. Nope. I'm not sure if Konditioner maybe lost count during that. There's very specific ways to time these throws. Konditioner bails out on one. Maybe he wasn't feeling comfortable with it or mistimed something. As long as he's aware of it and doesn't drop a cycle. eLmaGus is also going for the quick hits. So again, assuming both players play properly, there shouldn't be a significant difference between the two runners. Konditioner heads out at 1347. eLmaGus, a little bit behind him here at 1410. So that's about a 20-second difference. Hornet Hole is the premier Dixie platforming stage. It's quite a fun one. It also has the scrolly scroll in it, which is being set up right now by Konditioner. And you force the game to push you all the way to the edge. Looks like Konditioner threw Dixie a little bit late, or maybe a little bit early, I'm not sure. Made him not quite make it all the way over. He hit a B. Not the biggest time loss, but something that eLmaGus does not do, so slight advantage to eLmaGus there. Makes up a bit of ground. Great. Now I get to commentate an auto-scroller. Fantastic. And this one is also the auto-scroller with the least amount of tech. Only two exciting things about this stage, and one is skipping as many flitters as possible, and two is the swag balloon, which only matters if you're a memer, mostly. But yeah, right here, Konditioner, you can skip that flitter that Konditioner just jumped on, and it's slightly faster. Does not skip it. Of course, if you miss that, again, you die. It's not the hardest thing to get, though, so. Calm down, Void. Calm down. I did get swag balloon in my last race. eLmaGus gets the DK coin. Konditioner also does not skip the one of the two last flitters there. So. And no swag. eLmaGus doesn't skip the flitters there. The last one is a little bit sketchy. I can see that. eLmaGus does get the swag balloon, so that's Flying Diddy and swag balloon for eLmaGus. Oh, Konditioner having problems getting a good jump there, and then as a result does not get the clash. This is the strangest clash in the game. eLmaGus gets it first try. His IDs are always fine. Nobody ever throws the parrot. So that actually brings eLmaGus into the lead. Konditioner's still having problems. He knows the backup. He actually introduced me to this backup during his first race. It's not a backup, it's the going slow strats. The strats that happen if you didn't quite have, or if you took too long to get the clash and you don't have enough invincibility to walk all the way across the brambles. You have to wait for that hook to catch his own hook, I guess. And then you can jump over him. With the swag boost. I don't know if that's swag. It's not swag, it's required. Unfortunately. Yeah, you can jump down some slopes in this level to gain speed, particularly the big ones. So you'll see them doing that. So if Bramble Scramble was one place where the lead changed, then Mudhole Marsh is another place where the lead can change. A lot of precise rolls that you'd have to go for, and the eagle pits in this level are extremely difficult as well. The game just bombards you with them. We'll see how the players do. Looks like eLmaGus gets through cleanly, and Konditioner does not get the roll down the first hit. Unfortunate. Not the worst death to take. Oh no! What happened there? eLmaGus landed on the red crocodile, who's, as far as I can tell, is supposed to launch you upwards, but it looked like nothing happened. So unfortunate. eLmaGus now coming up to the wrong warp. Gets the clash. Everything looks good. He's out. So eLmaGus gets out first. And into the Ramby Rumble. Oh, takes a hit. So has to go back to get Diddy, because again, you need Diddy at least. Unless you're gonna play the casual route. Misses the big boy. Goes for the backup, gets the backup first try. Konditioner right behind him also misses the big boy. But does a second big boy as a backup. I don't think I've seen that before. That's interesting. And Konditioner takes damage there against the cleaver to get a damage boost, so he doesn't have to honey climb. He also did something a lot. You can skip that B. I think a lot of people call that the waffle bee skip. But Konditioner did a strat where he shot out of the barrel immediately and missed on purpose so that the bee would start cycling, so you can shoot out again later. Faster. It's weird, but it works and it makes sense. But only in my head. When DKC won, you kill a queen bee. So they figured in DKC 2, maybe you should kill the king bee. And then in DKC 3, there is no bee. Fun fact is that king bees don't exist. Oh dear. eLmaGus shoots a little bit too early and was expecting to hit the bee, killing it, but instead hit it while it was invulnerable still and loses a Kong. Small time loss there. He has to play the first little bit as Dixie. So eLmaGus is out of World 4 at 23:05. And then Konditioner out at 23:25. So 20-second difference again. Just like last time, except this time eLmaGus is in the lead. eLmaGus opts out of the save barrel, which is the optimal strat, assuming you don't die. Konditioner does as well. It is possible to die at the end of this level, at this jump that eLmaGus could be doing. Instead, he despawns the cloaker, which is safe strat. Fast strat is to try to roll under the cloak and then see what happens. Konditioner goes for the riskier jump and makes it. But if you fail that jump, one possible outcome is death. And if you didn't get the save barrel, then that's extremely unfortunate. Sometimes you want to take a death chuckles, I don't know. Sometimes. So Tupac's library is the auto-scroller with the most tech, because jumping up slopes actually makes you go faster. And jumping down the big slopes, not the small slopes, only the big ones. And then you also don't want to jump. You'd want to jump as least as possible in general, unless you're jumping up a slope or down a big slope. But I guess that's true for Rickety Race as well. Furthermore, you want to jump into the gates that separate the sections as high as possible because it's faster. I'm not sure if anybody knows why it's faster. All I know is that it's been tested, and it's true. This game has a storyline. There's a person who is credited in the credits with writing the story, so the thing. Poor Tupac, man. He just wants to sell off his mixtapes. Dusty Glade is fun 50% of the time, and then not fun the other 50%, because half the time the wind is pushing you forward, and that's fun, and half the time it's pushing you backwards, and that's not fun. It's also not fun when you lose a Kong in the pillar section, which is actually a scary place to lose a Kong, because you can just flat out fall off a cliff. But eLmaGus makes it out safely, grabs the halfway point, has to keep chugging along as Dixie though, right up until here. So that's a lot of time made up by Konditioner. And they're going to be doing a roll off this cliff, throwing Dixie into that barrel, which skips a wind cycle. And also sets up for a swap at the very end. Whoa! How was that even possible, eLmaGus? You perfectly dodged 3 barrels there, resulting in a death. That's about as crazy as falling off the cliff in Ramby Rumble. Very unfortunate and very unexpected. Did get the save barrel though, and optimal strats is to not grab the save barrel. So, good on him for doing that. Konditioner finishes the level first, but eLmaGus is right behind him. Did Konditioner also die? I was too busy doing a not like this with eLmaGus. ECP is a fun level to play. Because you go fast. There's one spot where you can take a hit right where Konditioner is that basically forces you to start the level over again, or at the halfway point. Konditioner gets the headbutt, allowing him to do optimal strats here. So does eLmaGus, so very nicely played PCP from both runners. Probably about as far apart as they were coming into that level. And the next big level, Web Woods. Who knows what's going to happen here? We've seen some crazy deaths already. And if there's any level that brings about crazy deaths, it's this one. eLmaGus bumps into the TNT clobber, but does not explode. Safety donkey is important, Chris. Most important donkey in the game. Like both players make it to halfway. It's good. And now starts the damage boosting section. Oh no, eLmaGus, I guess, walked off the first platform that he made, trying to get as much horizontal distance as possible before having to make the next one, because he's going for up in 2. That death obviously is a time loss, but it's not the biggest deal because you just got the save barrel. So maybe a 10-second time loss. Unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. Konditioner has 1 pit left. Makes it. eLmaGus also took damage against a crow there at the end, which means he has to opt out of a damage boost here. Not sure if... Yeah. He's playing it very safe right now. There's probably a faster way to do it, but nobody practices unoptimal strats, right? So you don't know them. He also makes it out, though. Good on him. Coming into Electric Boogaloo now. Konditioner gets a right spawn at the second barrel. There is RNG here, and it's mostly the important one is the second phase where you want to get a right spawn. So that's really good for Konditioner. Konditioner makes it out just fine. Ooh. eLmaGus also gets right spawn. Bro keeping things even this time round. Ooh. eLmaGus takes a hit. Let's see if he's not going for the optimal strats anymore. Optimal strats as Dixie, kinda scary, not gonna lie. So takes it a little bit slower. Yeah, not as big a deal losing a Kong here as it is in pretty much, in Crow 1, I guess I should say. Because you want to play as Dixie, and there's a DK barrel right here, and it's in the air, so you don't even have to pick it up. But Konditioner is halfway through Arctic Abyss, and not really having any problems with Eduardo's hitbox. While eLmaGus is having problems with the hitbox. That's unfortunate. Konditioner makes it out fine. Okay. eLmaGus playing it a little bit safe here. Oh dear. Cherries, please. Oh no, why? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just not lucky, really. That's what sums up eLmaGus' run right now. It's just unlucky. I think he probably contemplated going back for that DK barrel too, but did not end up going for it. So he'll have to give it another round. Windy well on Konditioner's side. There's basically 3 spots in this level you can skip. He just passed 2 of them already. I didn't see if he got the first one, but he probably did. And the next one is right after the save point where you can take damage. Damage boost will bring you up to a section there that saves. It seems like it saves a lot, but apparently it doesn't save that much. And then the final thing you can do is the ghetto bees that Konditioner will go for. I'm calling it right now. And he's also going to make it. Oh man, come on. Come on, Konditioner. Whatever. eLmaGus did get the first B skip, and the second B skip there is free. So everybody should be able to get that. All you have to do is hold right. So again, about half a level separates the runners. Konditioner finishes the level as eLmaGus hits the halfway barrel. Konditioner auto-scrolling now, so let's see if eLmaGus does the ghetto bees or not. It's not over until the last cannonball is dodged, Void. Okay? The thing about throwing the cannonballs into K. Rool's gun is that the cannonball has to come back out. Pretty good stage by eLmaGus there. No problems. eLmaGus gets all the bananas at the start, which is... Collecting items in this level is pretty much the only thing to do. You probably don't want to mess around too much, because messing around can cause you to break the DK barrel before it's time. That's scary. The Konditioner coming up on the goal summon. Gets it. Not a hard trick, just an absolutely required trick. Also a trick that is very easy to screw up if your controller isn't behaving well. Some people have dysfunctional Y buttons, sometimes the D-pad doesn't, the down button doesn't work. That's pretty much the only reason to screw up the level, though. Into Clapper's Cavern. Another level you play a lot is Dixie, right up till the very end when you say nope and you get rid of her. Looking good for Konditioner to roll straight to the end of this level with his invulnerability. So CLC now on Konditioner's side. This is biggest spot probably where eLmaGus could catch up. The rest of the levels are also hard, but this one has a 100% required wrong warp that is not free. So we'll see if Konditioner gets it. Gets the clash, gets the throw, and throws to the left. Very important to throw to the left. Throwing to the right is garbage. I don't know why, but it is. So that puts pressure now on eLmaGus to get this first try as well. As Konditioner does some Radley double jumps. eLmaGus now setting up the wrong warp. Oh, this does not look good. Not like this. Not like that. So he has to reset the level by hopping into the save barrel, or the bonus cannon, I guess. He gets a second attempt, but that's something like 20 seconds lost, unfortunately. Konditioner skips the optimal damage boost, making it a little bit safer during this parrot section. About 3/4 of the way through Toxic Tower, which is a pretty long level, I think, as eLmaGus enters it. eLmaGus goes for more optimal strats there with the Omega jump into that blaster barrel. Oh, having problems with the second jump. That's unfortunate. He nailed that first one. There we go. He's through. Sprint, not a free level. Not a free level. See what Konditioner does here. Despawns the cloak. Also on eLmaGus' side, also opting out of the damage boost. playing it safe. That damage boost is really risky in my opinion. Maybe I'm just not good enough at the game. Konditioner gets the save barrel, which is a very important race strat. Does not get the race skip though, so loses a little bit of time. Konditioner up in 3. Or dang it, eLmaGus up in 3. Whatever. You know what I mean. B-ring script from Konditioner? No, opts out of it. Playing very safe. Yeah, it's not important who got up in 3, it's just important that up in 3 happened. Oh no! eLmaGus walks into the very first bramble pit, takes some damage. Unique strat. Let's see if it pays off for him though. Konditioner is now into the boss fight, which is kind of an auto-scroller. Not exactly a cutscene because you have to do things still. It is possible to screw up. Looks like it did pay off. That strat did pay off for eLmaGus because he does get the race skip. Also gets the B-ring skip, so again, still paying off for him. And both runners are in K. Rool now, so it's gonna come down to basically if Konditioner screws up or not. He's got quite the lead, so the screw up would almost have to be a death. Could drop like a purple smoke cycle somehow. Purple smoke cycle is the longest cycle, at least as far as I can tell, so we'll see. Yeah, the only thing you can do is throw cannonballs at the perfect time. eLmaGus did a good job there with that last throw he did. It's not enough to make up the time gap, unfortunately. I want to see a race that comes down to the throws. I mean, we almost did see one yesterday with Otterlynx and Kigu. Konditioner throws over the red smoke, which is a safe strat. A little bit slower than dodging them normally, but a lot easier. Last phase here, so one cannonball left, goes into the gun, out of the gun. Konditioner is finished. He dot-dons with a 44.24. Improved his race PB by a minute 50. Yes, Konditioner doesn't race a lot, because that race PB is probably something he got during this tournament. Good game to Konditioner. eLmaGus finishing up now. Little smoke section. Grabs the thing, throws the thing, dodges the thing, and Dot's done with an SRL time of 45:39. Which is also a race PB, so GG for that. But we have eLmaGus in here now. He unmutes and undeafens himself. Konditioner had to opt out of the interview, by the way. Got things to do, places to be. Hi, eLmaGus.
Hey.
How's it going?
Could be better. Could be better.
Could be better, yeah. But was the best race of the tournament you had so far, it looks like.
Yeah. That wasn't very hard to beat, but yeah.
That's true. So what are your thoughts on the run?
Let me... Alright. My thoughts on the run... I'm going in, like, World 1 War 2, some slop here and there, but it went pretty well, to be honest.
Yeah, it did.
Can't complain. World 3, I had a couple hiccups, but overall, I didn't feel too bad about it. And in World 4, I got Brambler first try, and I was like, yeah, alright, this is a good race, let's go.
It's good.
And, yeah, in Mudhole, I missed an eagle, somehow. I don't really know how that happened, but I must have not, like...
That's how you landed on the croc.
Yeah, and I landed on the croc, and it makes the sound, and I'm like... Alright, I'm on the croc, right? So it should go again, and it didn't, and then I'm like just holding because I thought it would push me up again, but it didn't, and then I died.
Yeah, that was very strange.
That was the first death where I was like, oh man, please don't do that again. It went pretty good from there though. I lost Diddy in Remedy Rumble, which was a bad mistake that costed me a lot of time, but overall I didn't feel like I played badly in World 4, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I guess the main thing that really costed me the race in the end is like World 5, the death in Gusty Glade. I don't know. Yeah. I swooped past 3 barrels. Like,
how is that possible? It's not even something you really have to think about.
Yeah, I mean,
how did that happen?
I'm going up there, and then I slip off, which already I'm like, oh no. But then I recover somehow, get the roll, and jump over the 2 gaps, and then I'm at the barrel, so I'm like, all right, I'm good, no? And I wasn't good. Somehow I managed to glide by all the barrels, and I think that death ultimately costed me the race. I was a bit unsettled from there too.
Okay, I mean your PCP was pretty good afterwards, so. You were still in it. I think coming into Webb Woods, you were actually, maybe 10 or 20 seconds behind. So it was still a really close race at that point. Yeah. But then your death in Arctic put you a little bit further behind. That was very unfortunate. I felt bad. Lousy hitboxes, man.
I tried to salvage whenever I got hit by readjusting, waiting for a little bit, then going, but the fish is just impossible. I don't know. Yeah, I was very frustrated with that too, because I mean, at the end, it is my fault. I know that, but it's so hard to avoid that. It's so hard. What can you do? But yeah, overall, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with how this run unfolded at the very end. Didn't feel like I made any really stupid mistakes, so that's pretty good. I didn't fall into an infinite, which I'm pretty proud of because I had plenty opportunities for that. But yeah, overall can't be too unhappy.
All right, and overall with the tournament, how do you feel you played during the tournament?
My first two
Happy
races
or-
were more than disappointing, of course, for me. I somehow managed to squeeze through until now, and yeah, I guess it's justified that I'm now out of the tournament, to be honest. But yeah, I'm really happy that I picked up the game again for the tournament, though. I'm having a ton of fun with it, and I already improved my PB by over a minute. So, and I'm planning on keeping going with that like until 41. So,
41, wow.
mm, yeah.
Good luck with
Yeah, I
that.
guess. I mean, thanks. I mean, you could clearly see that I need consistency.
Yeah,
That's really what it boils down to, and that's what I'm working on right now. Yeah,
good. Well, thanks for the race.
my pleasure.
It's fun. Good luck
Hope
with
the
your future DKC endeavors.
thanks.
So, Konditioner now is going to move on to face Waffle in the top round, the top 24. So, Waffle was upset in the winner's bracket and is now, I guess, the highest seed in the loser's bracket. So, good luck to Konditioner for that one. And that does it for DKC2 for right now on the stream. Later on today at 7 p.m., there's Super Metroid, and then that's going to be a Super Metroid 100% race. And then at 9 p.m., so after the Super Metroid race, will be another DKC2 race, and that is going to be Reebs versus FS Lynx. So we'll see how that goes. Should be another interesting one, though. And then after that, we got some more Super Metroid, and then more stuff later on. Any last words, eLmaGus?
Thanks everybody for putting on this tournament. I enjoyed it greatly, especially Fiesel, of course, who's the driving force behind all of this, but everybody who commentated and restreamed. It's a ton of fun to watch, even though I have to destroy my sleep schedule for it. I hope you guys enjoy the tournament out there too. Yeah, thank you all, and Mikhail, of course, for commentating my race. Thank you very much.
Okay, I guess we're going to wrap it up then. Good game again, eLmaGus, and we'll see everybody later on tonight at 9 o'clock. Have a good one.